Hi guys, welcome back to A Voice in the Influence. It is your girl Tykeesh T. Lemons, and I am here with another episode of A Voice in the Influence. And I wanted to get on here really quickly, and I wanted to shed some light on mental health. And the reason why I wanted to shed some light on mental health is because what I want you to know is that mental health is becoming more and more necessarily in the age that we are living in. If you are looking for a career and you don't know what career is going to be, still pivotal in the years to come, it is going to be mental health. The government is starting to see that more social workers, more psychiatrists, more counselors, more nurses in that area is needed than ever before. And so it's really important that you practice mindfulness skills. If you can't, if you don't have a social worker, if you don't have a counselor, a coach, anybody that you can look up to, that you can pick up the phone, that has a sound mind, that can truly be a listening ear to what you're going through, and to be able to, get you back on that narrow path, to get you back in a sound mind, back in a positive mindset, then practice mindfulness skills, practice breathing. It's very, I know it sounds so simple, but to be real with you, a lot of people don't breathe. If you see someone get upset, they're just going off, rampant, and they never take the time to just pause and to breathe in and to breathe out. Because what happens is when you breathe, it actually clears the mind. It actually calms the mind down. And everybody has mental health challenges. I'm just going to put that out there. I have mental health challenges. Everybody have mental health challenges. And you know how I know this? It's because everybody has a subconscious mind. And a subconscious mind has to be reprogrammed. And when you're saying, oh, I'm changing, I'm in the process of growing, the subconscious mind, it takes a lot, because the subconscious mind is a form of habit. And so if you grew up in a neighborhood surrounded by drugs and violence, if you grew up in a dysfunctional home, if you were in a physical abusive relationship, if you were in a verbal abusive relationship, if you were just in any type of toxic situation, which many people can raise their hand and say, me too, have been in that situation, or probably currently is in that situation, then your subconscious mind needs reprogramming. And oftentimes what we don't realize is you can read a book. You can read a book and you can go to a class, and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I get it, I got it, I'm changed. But the truth of the matter is, no, you're not changed. It's going to take way more work in order to see the change that you want to see in your life, to be the person that you want to be in your life. So I'm here to tell you that a pivotal and a big part of that is your mental health. Oftentimes what I see is so many people are on the rise to become what they see, to try to be an entrepreneur, to try to become a boss, to try to be all these different things, to have a baby, to get married. And what you guys don't realize is that only adds more pressure to your life. It's not going to make you happy, because if you're not happy now, you're not going to be happy when you get more responsibility. Being a wife is a responsibility. Being a husband is responsibility. Being a mother is responsibility. Being an entrepreneur is responsibility. And a lot of people go from a 9 to 5 where they had a boss to becoming an entrepreneur. That's on a whole nother level. That's a sole proprietorship, and that is more pressure. Okay, now I'm not discouraging anyone to tell you not to do that, but what I'm telling you is that your mental health is more important than you trying to look for a new endeavor right now. For you to try to be successful in a certain area, you need to grasp your mental health first, your mental capacity. You need to get you in order first. And then you can focus on those other things. Because baby, if you're not in order and you're trying to juggle this and juggle that, juggle a job, juggle entrepreneurship, juggle being a wife, juggle being a mother, juggle being all of these different, you got all of these different hats. When do you take the time for you? Mental health is important. If you hear it, you're hearing it on the radio now. The government is even talking about it. They're talking about actually passing a law where, like 911, where you call for emergency response, there's a specific number that you can call for mental health. That is going to help so many different people, because there's so many people going through suicide ideation, having these different suicidal thoughts, and nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. And they're so ashamed to talk about what they're experiencing to other people, because they're afraid that they're going to look down on them. But the issue is, you're thinking about the wrong people. You're thinking about people that are in the same situation as you. You're going to people that are in the same situation as you. You have to go to someone who has overcame that, who has the knowledge to help you, who's not going to be judgmental, who's going to tell you the truth. That is what is needed. We have to get back to focusing on ourselves and being honest with ourselves about who we are, how we feel, where we're going, and what we're dealing with. Because only from there can you create change. Only from there can you become better. You can generate different incomes and different material things and look like you happy, but God knows the truth. So let's focus on our mental health. Take time for ourselves. Self-care is self-love. And if there's people out there that's looking for a career, I'm telling you, anything that's dealing with counseling, anything that's dealing with humans will help you learn more about you. And it'll also put you in a position to help other people. That is where the world is heading, especially since social media is out now. It's needed like more and more before, because a lot of people are trying to be somebody that they're not. They don't have the capacity to withstand all that comes with being an entrepreneur, all that comes with being a mother, all that comes with being a friend. It's more to it than looking the part. You actually have to be. And so I pray that this message has inspired you all. I pray that this message has opened up your eyes to just wanting to be more of a person that is in tune with themselves, a person that is self-aware, a person that is conscious, a person that is able to say, me too. See, the truth of the matter is that if you can identify with the things that you're experiencing, and you can identify with the weaknesses that you experience, and you can't identify with the spirits that you know that are within you, but you refuse to bring them to the light, if you can't talk about those things, if you can't bring those things to the light, it is because you're not whole. Because whole people can talk about the things that other people feel ashamed about, because you've already done your work. You've already overcame it. That is the difference from a person who's not whole and a person who is whole. A person who is whole doesn't hide behind what is actually going on, how they truly feel. Like I mentioned in one of my first videos, that my change in my life was when I was able to look in the mirror and be honest with myself and tell myself I didn't feel beautiful. That changed my whole life, because you can't fix anything if you can't identify it. When you go to the doctor, what's the first thing the doctor tells you? Tell me what's wrong. Tell me where it hurts. The doctor can't heal you, assist you, if you don't tell them. Just like God. He's not going to heal you. He's not going to liberate you if you can't bring it to the light. So that's all what mental health is about. It's about bringing the past, bringing the issues that easily beset you, bringing the things that has you up at night, bringing the things that has you crying, bringing it into the light. And as you bring it into the light, now we can fix it. Now we can heal it. Now we can address it. Once again, thanks for tuning in to A Voice and an Influence. It is your girl, Tykeisha T. Lemons. I am going to be uploading more videos about mental health, kind of breaking things down in terms of the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, just to kind of help some people out. And that is all why I do this, is to be a light in a dark place, to shed a light in a dark place, and to help other people be liberated. Because when I help other people be liberated, I become liberated, okay? And I don't post these messages to impress you, but to press upon you so that I could provoke you to a change, so that we can be better, so that we can live the world a better place for our children. I love you all. Peace.